Because you're gonna bust me?
We don't even worry about that.
Everybody always be like, oh, you're fucking burning it. Like, let me smoke my shit the fucking way I want to smoke it.
I need my other torch.
Everybody has their own way of smoking it, you know? And some people will start bitching.
Oh, but dude, there are people that seriously burn a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
TJ!
Right here.
Are you a bowl burner?
Oh, yeah.
You're a bowl burner?
I was.
Yeah, at least he's... There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't remember anything. But he does. But he does. He didn't sign up for that shit.
I was the victim because of the, you used to get fucked up and just get wild or what?
Yep. And on my birthday, my 59th birthday, I don't know how many bottles were purchased for me down here under the bridge.
I know, I bought one.
You bought one, Sam bought one, I know Detroit bought one. Well, Detroit didn't buy one, he put the $20 on me. Pinned $20 to me, I think I bought that one. But anyway, dude, there was so much alcohol. And so he was in charge of getting me home. He was my babysitter. Yeah.
So.
I feel bad now. Dude, I feel so bad about that now.
Well, at least you can acknowledge
But he's my friend. And yeah, and we've talked.
A lot of people would be
and
like,
we've worked.
Your damn fucking fault.
You know what? Here's what I told him. I told him the other day, like there's a guy out here who got accused of rape, who that probably wasn't true.
Right.
Right? But it ruined him. It ruined him.
Yeah.
It ruined
Same
him.
with domestic
So I told Cliff, I said, you know what? I could have fucking pulled that card. Because I don't remember anything. I could have pulled that card. Yeah. But I also know me. And I know my behavior when I'm that drunk. And I probably initiated it. Right? So I'm not going to pull that card.
Right.
Because I'm an honest addict. Like I don't blame the system. I make dumbass motherfucking choices. You know what I'm saying? It's not. The food stamps didn't do anything to me. Social Security didn't do anything to me. I have dropped the ball so many times in my life, right? Because I'd rather have a drink than fill out your fucking form. But I did mega fucking years filling out those forms when I had my daughter.
You had your what?
Daughter.
Okay.
When I got pregnant and I had my daughter, who is also out here on the streets, I got clean, I got sober, and I did the right thing for a long fucking time. I fucking worked in corporate America. I'm a skilled person. I'm a smart person. And I can go and get a job making $25 an hour. But I'm tired. And now I've been homeless out here for 5 years. I'm really tired. And I kind of like the off-the-grid thing.
You kind of like
I kind of like the off-the-grid thing. I'm in the woods where I don't get fucked with. I'm not going to get kicked out. I'm on federal property. So I'm not going to get kicked out, right? Unless the feds do. Unless we start a fucking forest fire or whatever. I kind of like the off-the-grid thing. I like not having responsibilities now. I've been responsible for so fucking long. But I'm also at a point now where I feel like I am going to have to force myself back into a life I don't want.
Why?
depends on which devil I want to pay, right?
Well, are you,
Like, which devil do I want to sell my soul to? Do I sell my soul to the corporate devil, or do I sell my soul to the dope man devil? Right? Do I serve dope and be the badass bitch that I know I can be, and I've been there, done that, right? Right. Been there, done that. I'm the only woman any of these motherfuckers trust because I'm honest. And if I fuck up, I tell you I fuck up. So they trust me. Do I want that devil, or do I want the corporate devil? Right? Like, where do I...
You could always work, like, in outreach.
Well, I would love to start my own... Okay, so see, I've been doing the same thing you're doing. Like, I really want to start my own thing that isn't not the same as you, not drug outreach. I want to do homeless outreach.
Yeah.
There's so many things that Austin thinks it provides. Okay, I say you'll never go hungry. I've been hungry for about a week. Now, I haven't gone to Angel House. I haven't gone to Carita's, right? I know where to go. I won't eat at Sunrise. I won't eat there. My dogs wouldn't even eat at Sunrise, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not I don't know where to go, and you really don't need to starve in Austin. You don't need to go hungry here. So there's a lot of that that's really positive, but they don't have... He has a puppy. There's a lot of services for that, but they don't bring it to you. They don't. You've got, dude. You've got to have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Sure.
like in the last 5 years, I've delved and dove, and so my thing is, and he knows why. So I live in the woods up by Barton Creek Mall, Barton Creek Square Mall, on the Greenbelt. But it's a reserve. It's a wilderness reserve, so it's federal. It's not the city Greenbelt. The Petco up there in Westlake throws away all their dog food. Throws it away. They fucking take a razor and cut a hole in it so you can't take it. Right? So the shit empties out in their dumpster. Throw away pet toys, beds. That dog bed that baby's sleeping on right now, I found in Petco's dumpster. And I gave it, okay, long story, but she ended up with it. Long bad story, but she ended up with it. Dude, Cliff and I used to dumpster dive, LERP, whatever. My entire house is furnished. And I'm not talking, like, you should come film my house.
Right.
I have a shower. I have a full kitchen. I have cabinets. I have cabinets. Oh,
I used to live like this.
Andrew found me a real kitchen sink.
Really?
It is a fucking stainless steel kitchen sink. But I threw away the PVC pipe, so now I gotta go get new plumbing. See? I have a house. I'm not homeless. I have a home. Are you filming? I have a home.
You got kitchen cabinets.
I have cabinets. I have 5 cats that have more toys than they've ever seen.
But there's something about the streets, right, that, like...
But I like the end of the bridge.
Because those are our friends.
These are my people.
Exactly.
These are my people.
Those are your people.
Now, 5 years ago, before I came to Austin, would I have said that? Yeah. And let me tell you why. So when I was growing up, You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Christmas show, they put it on every year.
Absolutely.
There is what, in that movie, there is a place called the Land of Misfit Toys. I have known since I was a young child that I belonged in the land of the misfit toys, which gets me teary-eyed just because it's personal.
Well, it's also special.
It is special. So this, for me, I realized I finally came home. I am now in the land of the misfit toys. We are smart. We are educated. We are, not all of us, right? Some of us have medical issues that people don't understand. Like we're kind of the misunderstood, and I get that. But it is the land of the misfit toys. That's who we are. But again, I have a home. I'm not homeless. I have a camp that I cook better than anybody out here, by the way. I made pork chops for a friend of mine one night. He told me he thought they were steaks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can cook on a fire, right? I grew up in Colorado. I camped my whole life. So camping isn't an issue. You just have to adapt. Like you have to find your thing, right? So I had to learn how to adapt to the heat of a fire and to cook. I don't have a stove. I can't turn you on medium, right? I have to go from flame to lower flame. And anybody who's ever been in my kitchen will tell you, don't fuck with my fire. People who've lived with me know, don't fuck with my fire. Like if I'm cooking, it's because that's my thing. It's one of my therapies.
That's like your art.
It is my art. It is my art form. Don't mess with my kitchen, right? My kitchen is my room. Even when I had 4 walls, kitchen is my room, right? That's my room. Don't mess with it. Don't. If I tell you to do something, do it the way I say it, not what you thought you heard. You hear him? He knows. Anyway, so the story is, here's the story. So my mom passed away in 2016. And my daughter and I stayed in Denver for a couple of years. It was hard. I cared for my mom through the end of her life. My daughter was born and never lived anywhere from birth to graduating high school but my mom's house. And my daughter was in college. This is hard. You don't know the whole story, so you're about to hear it. When my mom passed, my daughter was in college. And not making great choices, but she was a freshman, and so you let them sow their oats. And when my mom got sick, my daughter came home. Because that was her other parent, her whole life. My daughter is a rare breed. She grew up in the same house her whole life. When I got pregnant, sorry, I'm going to backtrack. When I got pregnant, almost 26 years, well, it was 26 years ago. She'll be 26 in about 15 days. I stopped everything. I was a crack addict, hoeing on the streets. I had been through, oh my God. It was crazy. But when I got pregnant, I stopped. It wasn't immediate. It took me about a month, but I stopped.
Did you get pregnant through?
I got pregnant in that life. Yeah, it was actually a guy could you maybe go in and get me some napkins or something? I'm crying. And I have makeup on, so it hurts.
Thanks, Cliff.
Thank you, Cliff. In that life, it was actually a guy who had gone to high school with my sisters. I'd known him most of my life. But he was serving, I was using. It all worked out. It all worked out. And the day I realized I was pregnant, I was actually in a motel room on East Colfax in Denver. And if you know Denver, you know what that is. Not quite Saudi Aurora, but East Colfax. And I got on my knees by the bed. And I said, look, you got to give me someone to love more than me. Because I'm not enough. Because I knew I was going to die. Thank you. Thank you for looking. I'm good. I'll use my dress. I just don't want to panty flash the camera. So
I got a pin sheet over.
that'll work. So it was, it took me a little while. It took my family a while to be able to say, okay, come home. Anyway, so that is 26 years ago. Dude, I got clean. I was clean and sober. I didn't use at all. Until Maggie was probably, I don't know, I say like 11. I don't know. I can't give you a date. But 11 or 12. And I don't know, it was probably some school parent thing. There was wine, you know what I mean? And I probably had a glass, and it wasn't intentional. I really thought I was okay. I thought I was okay. But I'm an addict. I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. It's who I am. And I knew that, but I thought I was okay. So things just progressed over the years. I've drank a lot. I've had multiple DUIs in Denver. And after starting up again, this is fucked up. When Maggie was in the 9th grade, I wound my ass in fucking jail for 90 days for a DUI. It was my 5th. And I'm lucky I didn't do more time than that. I'm lucky.
Nowadays it would.
I'm lucky. Well, wait a minute. You're going to wait. You haven't even heard the luckiest story. So I wound my ass in jail for 90 days. Work release. So they could come see me on Sundays. I could go to work every day so I could talk to her, but other people had to take care of her, right? I've paid for that. For how many years? She was in 9th grade, so she was 13, whatever. She's 26. Yeah, I've paid for that. And I still pay for it. Still, she will bring it up. And that's just my child. Being the drama person she is, she's my child. She comes by all of that naturally. She really does. I'm not going to talk smack about my kid. I could. I'm not going to. Anyway, so life goes on, whatever. My mom got sick. My mom passed away. Maggie and I stayed in Denver for about 2 years. It was really hard financially. We struggled. Maggie started doing coke. I met her plug. I was doing coke with her. And that, for me, was a big red flag. So I, in my infinite addict wisdom, we got to get the fuck out of here. Right? We got to get away from her plug. We got to move. We got to go. I have run 1,000 times out of Denver. I went with me every time.
So you told your daughter, like, hey.
No, so I said, look, I have a great idea. Look, I've been looking it up. San Antonio, Texas, way cheaper. Oh no, I played it off to something totally different. Did not play it off to getting her away from her plug. Played it off to cheaper, we can afford it, there's jobs available.
Was it because you were trying to get away from...
I wanted her away from Coke. I wanted her away from it.
Because I've ran all over the...
Oh, dude, I have moved so many, and I go with me every time. Right. So now I'm doing it to her. So I'm taking my bullshit and doing it to her. Because I don't want her to end up where I was, where I am, where I might be, right? So I'm trying to save my kid. So here's my story when people ask how I ended up in Austin. In a car with a really bad idea. Really bad idea. And that's how we started in San Antonio. Maggie was working. We had 2 dogs. So I had to do like Postmates. I had to stay in the car. We lived in our car. Maggie worked outside of the car. She was a waitress. We did okay in San Antonio. Neither one of us really liked it.
It's a little more dangerous.
Neither one of us really liked it. It's so here's the deal. I'm from Denver, so there's Denver and Colorado Springs. Denver's here, Colorado Springs is here. It's the military town, right? So now we're in Austin and San Antonio, same difference to me, right? They're very similar. San Antonio's the military town, blah, blah, blah. Austin's more the hip city. Same with Denver and Colorado Springs. Same thing.
And for San Antonio, it's a lot cheaper.
Well, except a lot cheaper in San Antonio. Now, Austin, no, not so much. So anyway, she dated a guy who was from Austin. She'd come out here on her own with him once. She didn't want to come to Austin, blah, blah, blah. I convinced her to come to Austin because I prefer it. I like the more hip city. It's more expensive, and I knew that, but I like just the feel and the vibe. I got her up here. She liked the feel and the vibe. She got a job working at the clay pit. Dude, she was making good money, but I still was in a car with 2 dogs in the heat of the summer, you know what I mean? It was a hamster wheel. It was a hamster wheel. And we talked about it all the time. The hamster wheel. So we found an opportunity in Louisiana. And we left for this opportunity in Louisiana. I can't talk about who it was. I have a confidentiality agreement, so I can't talk about what the job was, blah, blah, blah. I talk about it all the time. Not on camera. Part of that opportunity, my daughter met a guy. And it wasn't pleasant. 3 years. I went back and forth, picking her up, taking her back, picking her up, taking her back. 3 years. Domestic violence. Serious domestic violence. Throwing hatchets at her. He made a video. A music video. Where he's throwing the hatchets. And I find out later she was there.
Yeah.
At the end of the hatchets. Not on the video, but in real life. Anyway, so we've been through a lot. She got away about a year ago. His aunt bought her a ticket. Dude, I'd driven her back and forth. I flew her. I went to Dallas. I was in Dallas for a while. I flew her to Dallas. I spent about $1,200.
So she could get away from this guy?
And she went back. She used it. Anyway, whatever. She went back. So I was done after that, right? I'm not going to go get her again. She got out. And now she's here. She's here. She's been here for a little over a year. And life is very different. I never really thought I'd say I'm the proud mommy of a...
Or you can just... That either way.
I'm the proud mommy of a drug dealer. That's what she is. That's who she is. She tells me to tell people she's in sales. Yeah, she sells fucking meth. Right? Not really what I counted on in all of this. Her and I have struggled over the last year, and we're still struggling. I love her. She's my only child. She will always be my child. But meth has changed my life. Definitely meth has changed my life. I did not find meth until I lived under the Pack Saddle Bridge.
Oh yeah. I used to come out there.
Okay, living under Pack Saddle, I was in the middle. Dude, I had center view. Everybody thought I was a cop. Everybody thought I was a cop. I had a little orange tent right in the middle, middle pillar, right at the beginning of Pack Saddle. I could see all the way down the bridge. Dude, I made friends with Waco, Detroit. I didn't know Ricky. I knew who Ricky was. But Bear and Corey and Doc and Phoenix, right? I mean, there's this whole, and they're my people now.
So how did you and your daughter, did you and your daughter ever work together as far as like selling?
I tried that once and she ripped me off. So no. So no. No.
Right.
No, I'm not, burned me once. Actually, I let her do it twice. She burned me twice, that was it. No.
Are you guys cool?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I would just talk to her today. Not Facebook talk to her, right? I mean, yeah, we're good. I told her we're at an impasse, right? We're at a weird place. We're at a weird place, but she's 26 in 14 days, right? She's at a weird fucking age. Like 25 sucked, man. I remember. 25's weird.
She said she's going to be 26.
She'll be 26 in 14 days. 15 days, the 18th. So, 2 weeks.
So, what do you plan?
What is my plan?
What do you want? Like, if we do a 6 months follow-up video, where would you want to be in 6 months? Realistically.
For real? For real. 6 months, I want to have my homeless nonprofit for dogs, for people, everybody. Like, I have 5 cats. People don't think about cats. Homeless people have cats too, right? I want it to be for pets, ferrets, whatever. Not the rats. I don't like the rats. Rats are just rats. But I really want to be out there being an advocate for helping them navigate their life and being happy and being houseless. You aren't homeless ever. Home is here. Home is here. Home isn't a building, right? They use the word homeless, and it's, I don't know, it makes you feel bad.
It's just a word they want.
It's a word, right, and I don't want that. What I want is people to understand that houseless is okay, and you can be happy in that, and you can be high or not high. There's the other thing, is people depict one with the other, like everybody out here isn't a junkie, right? Everybody out here isn't a junkie. Most of us have an addiction, but not everybody out here is a junkie. Not everybody
A lot
out
of
here is
people
uneducated.
have mental health issues.
People have mental health issues, and that's completely on the
Unless it's dual diagnosis.
correct.
Very
But
common.
it's completely the other side of what we're talking about. Like a mental health issue has to be dealt with in a different way. Look, I have super psychotic friends that if you listen, here's my thing. If you listen to people, really listen. Don't just acknowledge, but really listen. You hear their life. You hear their life. People who are psychotic talk about their issues in their psychosis. And if you're listening, you hear who they are. And I have many, many psychotic friends who aren't psychotic with me because I know I heard them. And I know how to talk to them now because I know what hurt them, right? And I don't go there. And I don't go there. There is a way to deal with it without over-medicating them and treating them like crap. They're human, man. They're human just like I am. Again, I've landed in the land of the misfit toys. And it's where I belong.
Like, just like you said, you listen to them. Like, you don't know how many people you've already helped by not even
doing anything but
not even being conscious of it.
Listening.
You know, yeah.
So there's a woman out here, they call her Gangster Granny.
Who?
Gangster Granny.
Okay.
And she can get angry, wild, loud. Ever since she has figured out that I hear her, I get nothing but friendship. She knows my name. She knows who I am. She can't even see. She's got glaucoma so bad, which is part of her psychosis. Like, she can't see, so it screws with her, right? So if you go up and you talk to her, you let her know you're there, she gets it, right? And she calms down. But if you just freak up on her, like, she freaks out. She can't see you, she doesn't really hear you, right? It's amazing what you can do if you just have some patience. And think about people and not yourself and not the addiction.
Yeah.
Not the addictions.
If you had one thing to say to the young woman or any person who hasn't quite made it down the road that we've made it down and is thinking about, or has already started using and is
Here's what I'm
already, and they're like, well, I like this. I've done more before anyone's done in 48 hours.
Right.
What would you have to say to them?
Truth is, I've been an addict probably since birth. Right? I don't think I ever had a choice. I think what people need to understand is they need to own who they are, own your addiction, own that. And as long as you own that, you live a more honest life. Like, if you're a thief, own the fact that you're a thief. I'm serious.
This sort of just came to me.
Own who you are.
But it's sort of like being...
I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. Right.
And staying in the closet.
Correct. Don't do that. It is the same thing. Thieves out here who claim not to be a thief, and we all know they are, you are in the closet, motherfucker. Because if you would own your thievery, half the shit that bothers you wouldn't bother you. Because you own who you are. I'm not asking you to tell the world you're a thief. I'm saying own it in yourself. Own who you are. I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. I know that. And I've learned over 59 years. I know I don't like it.
You really don't.
I know I don't. I've learned over 59 years what that means, right? Like, and I own it. I've been given a lot of grace. I've been given a lot of grace, and I'm not going to talk about religion. I've been given a lot of grace.
Same.
So what you believe is what you believe. I don't tout anything. I'm not a religious advocate like that. I know what I believe, and again, I know what I own. And I own me, and I own who I am. And that is why I will survive this. Right?
Most definitely. And
I will see 60 out here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'll see past that, but I will see 60 out here.
Oh, yeah.
I will see 60 out here.
And if there's anything that you above and below ATX.
Above and below
ATX.com
is going to be my new go-to.
Yeah.
That is my new go-to.
Reach out.
Yeah, and we're going to help each other.
That's right.
We're going to support each other and create a true island of the misfit toys.
I'll connect you with whatever I can help.
And you too, and meet you, right? I mean, we all go different places, and we've all met different people and know different people over the years. So, yeah, and I'll help you out too. Badass.
Maybe 6 months we'll do a follow-up. How's that sound?
That'd be cool. What the hell? Oh, that was my tissue.
It's a pleasure seeing you too, Clef. Always a made man.
It's my paper.